Brian, it's back-to-back wins here in the space of 4 days at the Banksy Stadium. Let's just get your thoughts on the 90 minutes on the whole.
Game of two halves. First half, I got it wrong. I went with a back three. Didn't work what I was looking for, so made the adjustments at half time. Thought the lads come out in the second half a lot fresher, maybe got the second wind as well. They've put a lot into the previous game. It was a bit of an Everest for them, emotionally and physically. I think that showed in the first half, but second half I think we stamped our authority down in the game, created opportunities, got on the front foot, and fully deserved the win.
And it was a wonder goal really that won the game. Just talk us through your viewpoint on that fantastic strike from Paddy.
Well, I was right behind it, and I've seen what this lad can do in training, and that's why I signed him. He's a phenomenal talent. He's how we picked him up off the couch without a club is beyond me, because he's exceptional. He's a player who can really progress his career. All he's got to do is knuckle down. All he's got to do is focus, concentrate on making a career for himself, because he can go right through the levels if he wishes. He's a player who covers 12k. More or less every game. His high speed running's off the charts, so that alone, out of possession is phenomenal. But the quality he's got, and couldn't be more apt timing, could it, just signing a new contract and then goes and announces himself like that. And what I want from Manny is he's a scorer of great goals, where I want him to be a great goal scorer, if that makes sense. He's got them worldies in the locker, but I want the tap-ins, and that will come with coaching and development. We'll get that out of him, but couldn't ask for any more from him, could you?
And the entire team really shifted in the second half. They came out and showed just what they're about, just what you've bred into them.
Yeah, look, the lads deserve that. We've been on the wrong side of bad luck. I keep saying about it. The referee decisions and the games we should have won. We have been unfortunate, and that has been coming. And I'm absolutely delighted for the boys, because they truly deserve it. They've had a lot of stick, as have I, and we've kept our heads down, focused on football. I say to the boys, a great saying that I love is adversity introduces a man to himself. And them lads can look in the mirror and, well, they can be proud as punch, because their attitude and application through this real storm has been first class, and they truly deserve them victories that they've got in the last two games.
And that's now 6 unbeaten, now four draws, 2 wins. It just goes to show what this side is about, doesn't it?
Yeah, 3 clean sheets in the last 4, 4 in the last 6, and you look at the goals we conceded. Grimsby was an offside goal, and the goal against Forest Green was a set piece. So very unfortunate, really, to have not have 5 clean sheets, and we've been the best in the league at set pieces defensively. So there's a hell of a lot of positives. I've got some real good advice when I come into the job, and it was keep the back door shut, give us a solid base defensively, and build from there. And starting to see that now, aren't you? With the clean sheets, and then the attacking players coming to the party, as we've seen tonight. And like I say, all credit must go to the lads, because they've had to take a lot of criticism, and they've knuckled down, they've dusted themselves down time and time again, and they never wilted, they never quit, and now they're reaping the rewards.
And you've mentioned previously, talk about the young pups in the team. Sam Perry again outstanding tonight in the middle. Tom Leake for 45 minutes I thought was excellent as a right-sided centre half. But they are again just showing their worth to this team.
Yeah, for sure. Tom Leake was dealt a short straw tonight. We started with a back 3, and he ended up playing as a right back in a back 4, and he's not a right back. He's a central defender, and it's a different type of anaerobic exercise playing as a right back than it is as a centre half. It soon fatigues you, the dynamicness of it, and I had to protect Tom and bring him off at half time, but he could be pleased with his 45 minutes work, solid base, and kept that clean sheet for us in the first half. And Sam Perry, what can I say about Sam Perry? It seems like Groundhog Day, doesn't it? After every game we keep talking about the superlatives of him, and he's absolutely phenomenal. I love him to bits. If he can keep his feet on the ground and can stay on the right track, stay away from all the issues a young footballer may incur, then what a phenomenal talent we've got on our hands. And couldn't be more delighted that Mani Osadibe and Sam Perry have signed the deals, and what a performance to announce themselves this evening.
And another young player, that I think it would be fair to highlight is Tyreek Wright. He's asked to do a job as almost a wing back in the first half, and then just goes to show what he's worth at the other end of the pitch as well, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, look, Tyreek Wright's a superstar in my eyes. He's a lad on loan from Aston Villa. He's come across from Ireland, left his family behind, and trying to make a career for himself. Usually with loans, they take a bit of time to bed in. You look at Rory Holden. I think he'd had 2 loans before he came to Walsall, and then he maybe struggled initially for form at Walsall, and then took off. And that's generally what it takes. It takes a lot of bedding in times for these young players. Whereas Tyreek Wright, to come in for his first loan, rip it up, in possession, out of possession, another player hitting 12k, 1000k, high speed running as well, and not even for his parent club, a loan club. It just shows the measure of the man that is willing to put everything into Walsall Football Club. For myself, for himself, and for his family, he's incredible. Love him to bits as well.
And Tranmere, even though going down to 10 men, they still pose a dangerous, threat. But this side, in previous times, may have buckled under that pressure of, that Tranmere throwing everything at them. But they stood tall and just again showed the characteristics of a real battling team.
Yeah, of course. It's we need a mentality shift, don't we? We spoke about that when we first came in. It's as if we apologise for scoring a goal and going 1-0 up in games. I think you're starting to see that turning now. Are we the finished article? No, we're way from that, miles off from that. But in terms of steps in the right direction, it feels like the ship is it's been turned around. It's been going the wrong direction for a long time. We've managed to turn it around now, in my opinion, and get it facing in the right direction. And now we can focus on making up some ground and moving this ship in the correct direction and moving it forward quickly.